Welcome everyone to today's readings, beautiful souls. If you are already a Moon Magic Super Soul, welcome back. And if you are brand new to the channel, welcome. Now, at the time of doing these readings, tomorrow is a very, very big, very major full moon in Aquarius. And in terms of the astrology, it's almost like what isn't happening. So this is a really powerful time. And we're asking what this energy is going to mean for you. Now, if you've come to these readings at a different time, because they are ultimately, pick a card readings are timeless. If you're drawn to a reading, it could be from years ago. If it's really singing to you and it's really kind of, you're drawn into it, then it is almost certainly that there will be a message there for you. So just trust whenever you come to these readings that there is a message for you, and tune into the pile that's right for you. Or indeed, in a moment, I will ask the universe to suggest or invite us to a pile or more than one pile sometimes for today. Now, let me show you the cards, and we have 3 beautiful little crystal wands as well. But yeah, really powerful full moon energy. What is it going to be bringing for you? What's the astrology that's connected to this full moon bringing for you? Now, pile 1, we have the Coyote and Datura. Very interesting energy, really interesting vibe coming off this card already. And you have Rose Quartz, the Rose Quartz wand. Really beautiful. Okay, now we have the Trout and Lily of the Valley. This is pile 2. Again, very different energy. Very interested to know what you guys are picking up on. And this is with the Lapis Lazuli wand. Let me show this to you. And lastly, for pile 3, we have the Moth and Eucalyptus. This is for pile 3. And this is with the quartz. It's like a white quartz. White quartz has an amazing energy. We'll talk about that in the reading. But yeah, you have a white quartz wand. Okay, so those are the cards, the crystals, to help to guide you in. Now, I'm going to leave the camera running for a few moments longer just to give you a little bit more time. I'm just going to make sure I can get the camera to focus properly for you. I hope that's working for you. It looks a bit fuzzy on my screen, actually. Hopefully that's good. That looks better. Okay, so I'm going to leave the camera running for a few moments for you in case you need a bit longer. If you need even longer, just press the pause button and then I will see you in the readings. Or you can join me for the part of the video where we ask the universe to choose a pile or piles for you. Beautiful souls, let's find out. What is this full moon bringing? What is it about for you? See you in the readings in just a moment. Welcome everybody. We are now going to ask the universe to reveal which pile or piles are chosen for today. This is the homepage of my website. You can go there at any time to get help with choosing a pile and also to find a reading. Today we're just going to ask the universe to reveal a pile. Pile 1 is the pile that is coming through for today. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the reading in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have the Coyote and Datura and Rose Quartz. Rose Quartz is a very high vibrational energy, so aligned with angelic energy, with love, really pure love. But this is a card of deceit. So let's draw more cards. I wonder if the full moon is going to illuminate something for you. You have East, Emergence, Maybe you will be reborn from something, like have a rebirth. This is the East. The East is really a card of new beginnings. It's pretty magnificent energy, actually. Pretty certain there's another, and I think it is this card coming through for you. You have the conch shell calling. Okay. What else? What else is showing up? You have Moondance celebration. Wow. Look at that full moon. Are you being honest? Is something to be revealed to you that is, I don't know. Are you being honest, or will there be a are you attending? Are any of you attending a celebration around the full moon at this time, whenever you come to this reading? Are you about to attend a celebration of some sort? I need more information. I think something is significantly being illuminated for you. Capricorn, I use. Now, Capricorn is quite ambitious, the energy of Capricorn. It's got quite an ambitious energy. It's very pragmatic, very practical, quite earthy and quite grounded. What else do we have? Let's draw some tarot cards. This is the beautiful Gaia tarot, Dreams of Gaia. You have emotion, intellect. So a mixture of emotions, the power of your emotions and the power of your mind. You have the hero. You have the Six of Air. This is the Six of Swords in a traditional deck. You have the card of healing. I think this may be the card of justice in a traditional deck. Let's check him. What else do we have? Ooh, 2 more cards just coming through really readily for you. You have how interesting, masculine and feminine. You've got emotion and intellect, the power of your emotions, the power of your mind. You've got the masculine and the feminine. You've got the card of the hero. Then you've got heaven and earth. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Now there's a real balance here. Okay, let us see. I think the full moon is illuminating something, and possibly about a close connection with someone. Someone might reveal their feelings to you. Somebody might actually open up and talk to you really honestly. Perhaps they have been not speaking, perhaps they have not been speaking openly about how they really feel. I think somebody is going to open up and talk to you. Someone might even declare love to you. There's a coming together, a healing, a moving beyond something for some of you. If for example, you are in a marriage, let's say this is a hypothetical kind of thing, but it's just describing the energy. But if you were married and you've gone through a really rocky patch, this would be the point when somebody reveals their feelings to you and they talk about a long-term future. They actually want to, maybe if they've been hiding something, they reveal their feelings, they tell you. It's like there's a beginning coming with this full moon energy. And it's very balanced. Heaven and earth, masculine, feminine, emotion, intellect. Okay, let's ask. I wonder if somebody does come forward. I think someone comes forward and offers, I don't know, it could be could even be like an olive branch, or there's something around loyalty here as well. Now, either it could be that someone sort of steps up and you can see that this person could really be your hero or your heroine. Someone really, could even be that someone stands up for you. or they've really got your back. Or it could be that you step up for someone, or you certainly move. Something is revealed, or I think someone tells you something. I think they tell you how they feel, or they talk to you about something. And it's like the energy of the full moon, maybe within them, the energy of the full moon and the build-up and all the potential possibilities, because despite a huge amount of, as I said, astrologically, kind of what isn't happening, but if you look at the collaborations, and I'm sure many of you are really quite experienced astrologers, and many of you will follow really good astrologers here on YouTube. So I'm sure some of you will know, about the overall energy. I'm not going to dive into it, but I do feel like the current astrology, it's loaded with all kinds of stuff, but at the same time within it, there is so much potential. And it is as if the full moon is a point of, like, I could say illumination, but culmination for you, when you can, it's almost like you're called to the next stage of something. There's a little frog here. You have to kiss a lot of frogs before you get your prince. But I do feel there's real balance here. I think the energy brings someone forward, or it pushes you forward. I feel more like someone comes to you, if I'm honest. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. More like someone comes forward to you. They reveal how they feel about something, and it's really positive. It's like they reveal how much they care about you, or how inspirational you are, or and it's really, it's actually a lovely energy. And it may be that they want to work with you or collaborate with you, because I feel like they do see you as a bit of a hero or a bit of a heroine, or I think I get the impression someone comes to you and almost like opens up about the way that they feel. That's what I feel is coming through here. Now, this is quite specific, so if it's not resonating with you, this may not be the right reading for you. But this is what I'm seeing, I think. Let's draw from a different tarot deck and see if we can get any further information and guidance. But that's what I think is happening. So let's ask why. What's the intent of this person? They're coming forwards. They're revealing how they really feel. Maybe they've kept some things hidden. They're revealing how they really feel. What's the intent? Ace of Discs. I think they come forward because they want to invest in the connection with you in no uncertain terms. Queen of Cups. Knight of Wands and the Fool. There's a new beginning here. So if you had a falling out with someone, this would be someone coming forwards, literally with that olive branch, or coming forwards and saying, I'm really sorry. Let's start again. Let's start afresh. If you haven't had a falling out with somebody at all, this is someone who's coming forward who says, actually, I really want to move this forwards. If this is a brand new person in your life, it's somebody who maybe has admired you from a distance, and they come forwards and say, look, hey, let's do this. How about, somebody could even ask you out on a date if you're single. But there's a new beginning here. It looks well balanced. I think it's got longevity. I think this is about the future. It's about investing in the future. You have the Eight of Cups. Look at you sailing off into the sunset, and you have the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is like a card of, I suppose, commitment. But look at the stepping stones to a long-term future. This whoever this is someone, and whatever the context, because it doesn't necessarily have to be love, though it could be intimacy and love. But I do feel someone comes forwards, they reveal how they feel, and they're coming forwards because they actually want to begin or start all over again, or whatever that is. But they want to make a commitment to having that really solid connection with you in the long run. And that's why they're coming forwards. They want this connection to work. They want it to happen. And that's what I'm seeing here. Well, pile one. Keep me posted. It is literally like somebody reveals. They come clean almost about the way they feel. And yeah, I almost feel like there's this sort of, there's a bit of a chemistry going on here where I think that they are rather seeing you as somebody who's really, I think they think ever so highly of you. I really do feel that they see you as somebody who's, almost quite irresistible. They see you, but it's not a superficial thing. I think they genuinely admire you. They really do. They really do want to make something happen with you. So yeah, this is what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to reveal their true feelings and really come clean, as it were. And I think then, yeah, so if you've had any discord in a situation with someone, this is lovely because it really creates that healing and that resolution. I think this is fab, pile one. I am sending you every blessing in the world. Loads and loads and loads of love. Pile two, welcome to your reading. You have the Trout and Lily of the Valley, Purification, and the beautiful Lapis Lazuli. So what is the full moon energy creating, bringing for you? Okay, you've got Shaman, Completion. How interesting, because Trout and Lily of the Valley, Purification. You have completion and you have wealth, offerings. Ooh. I am wondering if, my beautiful souls, is something literally to be offered. Do you get an offer for something? Do you reach a... So I think something does... I want to say comes to a completion rather than comes to a head. Because it doesn't feel like a negative where something comes to a head. Maybe more that a project reaches its conclusion. It would be like... I don't know, maybe if you receive an offer for something, for a piece of work that you complete. Forgiveness. Hence the purification. Oh, this is way deeper than just something, not that there's anything not good about something coming, you reaching a completion and being given an offer. But I think this is way more than this. I think this full moon energy is forgiveness. I think something does conclude for you. It's like you find closure in something. That's what I'm seeing here. And you have solar eclipse revolution. Okay, very, very, very powerful. Okay. And we're in the energy, at the time of doing this reading, we are in the energy, we're moving towards eclipse season, so we're in the energy already. It's starting to feel it. There's change in the air. This is a completion of something. It's a letting go of something. It feels like this, the moon itself, the full moon, this pocket of time that I'm guessing is whenever you come to this reading, it'll be now. Whenever now is for you, now is now, in the moment. I feel that it's like a portal where you can find closure, complete something, put it down, let it go, move beyond it. Now, forgiveness does not mean we forget, because otherwise we wouldn't benefit from the learning. But forgiveness means that and nor does it mean if somebody has harmed you that was okay. Let's just get really clear about forgiveness. I think sometimes people find forgiveness hard to tackle because it can feel like we're validating what took place, and we're not at all. The forgiveness, real forgiveness, is actually choosing not to be bound to what has taken place emotionally, because otherwise it's like that portal. Otherwise it tangles It's tangled into the future that you are weaving in the present moment. If you think of the eclipse energy as a time when we can be very present and in the moment and observe how the past has shaped the future, not the future, but how the past has shaped the future that we stand in right now. And then we can change things so that we are then actively, consciously co-creating the future that we desire. This is what manifesting is about. And eclipse energy helps us to do that. It's like it's primed for that level of transformation. And for you, I think whenever you come to this reading, there's a point of completion and release. It's like you can let go of something so that it no longer limits your future. And that is what I think we are being shown here. My beautiful pile twos. You have the Ace of Water. And then the Two of Fire. This is a new emotional beginning for you. The Queen of Water. The Maiden. Oh, this is so lovely, so sweet. You have abundance. This is more than one area of your world that's being affected by this. And you have the King of Earth. I cannot believe that. You've got the Queen of Water and the King of Earth. What a dynamic duo. I mean, this is mind-blowing. This is like by releasing and forgiving and like understanding forgiveness for what it is in the most powerfully empowered way. What this brings you is a really big opening. That it's because whatever has held you back, it's held you back emotionally. And you're able to release that. It gives you a fresh, clean, emotional beginning. It's like your emotional energy, because emotions are like energy in motion. We need our emotions to fire us up, to get us going. You know, when people are depressed, they're often stifling their emotions. So when they lack in energy, often if we are experiencing any kind of depression, we lack energy. Why do we lack energy? Because our emotions are being suppressed. And so we haven't got that emotional energy. If you think of your mind as, I don't know, being at the steering wheel of your car, your emotions are the fuel in the tank. Now, this is a really fresh, new connection. I say connection because there could be with a queen and a king. But what is most important is this forgiveness, the letting go. It's the emotional release. And of course, the full moon is a perfect time to do release ceremonies, actually, to let go. And it's a really fresh, new beginning. The Maiden has a lovely energy, an energy of innocence. But there's more than one area of your life here that are being impacted, because we have the Abundance card and the Wealth card. It could even be that you receive something, but it's really interesting. It's almost as though, you know, like when we shift our energy, then we can allow ourselves to receive. It's like shifting your energy away from lack or impossibility or hurt or resentment, you know, or, I don't know, revenge or, ultimately, maybe even waiting. Now, I was listening to something the other day and I thought it was such an interesting statement about waiting. If we are waiting for someone to give us an apology, it's hurting us more than it hurts them, because we're still waiting and we can wait forever. And what we're doing is investing time in waiting for something that may or may not happen. If we can forgive them, it doesn't mean we forget, it doesn't mean we excuse what they've done, but it's kind of like, I am no longer going to tangle myself in what has taken place. I'm not going to wait for an apology because it isn't worth my while to do so. So I forgive you, your pathway is your own. I am no longer expecting you to make an apology. I am moving on with my own life. And it's like somehow you let go of that. I mean, this is just one example of this, but there's something about waiting that you're no longer waiting. This is a point of change. And of course, we can do release ceremonies, especially if you look at the timings for the full moon. You can do a release ceremony at the exact point of the full moon. We can, in the build up to it, we can really kind of like we can really it can reveal everything that we need to, everything that's working basically, but also everything that isn't, and we can then release at that point and move forwards with that fresh new start. And I think there's a fresh new start, and because you have abundance and wealth, there could even be a fresh new start in, you know, resources coming to you, so that you can literally move forwards. Maybe you've been waiting for something, and something is delivered. It could be, if you've been waiting for love, maybe with the Queen of Water and the King of Earth, maybe you meet someone earthy, grounded. If you've been looking for someone, if you were hurt by somebody and you've been looking for somebody who'd be solid, earthy, or indeed you are solid and earthy, you've been looking for somebody who would be emotionally intuitive and connected to you. Perhaps that can happen. But basically, a new beginning comes alongside a completion. This almost feels like a little full moon ceremony reading. I'm going to draw more cards and just ask for any more guidance for you, pile 2. You'll probably know what this is, the forgiveness bit, or who or what it is you need to forgive. It could even be forgiving yourself, I suppose. You have the Hermit. Then you have the Ace of Cups. Look at these cards. You have the Five of Wands. This particular Five of Wands always makes me think of the Death card because of the scythe here. And the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like you can overcome something here. I think you've been on a journey here. And this is now, this could be loving yourself. Maybe there's been some competitiveness. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Chariot. The Six of Discs, Six of Cups, and the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Okay. Yeah, Six of Discs, Six of Pentacles. Let's have a look. So this is, I feel like, maybe, I do think for some of you this might connect to a person. Very interesting. There's a lot of people energy in these readings today. I think this could connect to a person. Maybe, but there's a generosity, there's a care. There's definitely a new beginning. You've got the Ace of Water and the Ace of Cups are the same cards. So it's an emotional new beginning. I think you can kind of burn your bridges, as it were, put something behind you. But what is really interesting, I do think something actually comes into your world to make that possible. Now, it could be money and resources that arrive that make it a completion. If you're navigating anything, like let's say you're navigating an exit from something, this might be you get your redundancy package, you kind of get the money basically, and that enables you to and you get a good deal, and that enables you to put down perhaps the difficult feelings about being made redundant in the first place. It's got that sort of flavour. So there's something that's gifted, resources, money, abundance, could be a connection with someone that arrives to support you. I think you feel that it's quite fair, quite balanced, quite fair, but it enables you to move forwards with like a generous heart. So it is as if something wasn't so good. It reaches its completion, and you can purify yourself of the emotions that were attached to it. I think because something also comes to you that's really good. So within that ending and that completion, something good is gifted to you, whether that is a strong connection with someone, that like if you have let's say you've gone through a breakup with somebody and you were feeling very hurt and bruised and wounded, and then along comes somebody new, and you feel able to let go of that previous hurt because now you've got somebody lovely in your world. And there's I think something alongside the full moon. It isn't just that something comes to a head. something arrives in your world that is extremely good, and it enables you, it supports you, it helps you in letting go of emotional connection to something that actually, in all honesty, it needed to conclude. So yeah, like a redundancy, you get a really good payout, and it's like, do you know what, that was kind of worth it. It's okay. You can let go of the redundancy, the resentment, maybe you even get a job offer or something. But something comes in that counterbalances the hurt of something and enables you to let it go, put it down, release it, cleanse, purify, and kind of from this position of now energetic sort of cleanliness, you can now start to, it's like your own energy and your own resonance are now going to start to shape shift the future you want to build for yourself. This is super exciting. It really, really is. It's a very, very big shift in energy. So my beautiful pile twos, whatever has happened, and I'm sorry for anything that was difficult, but whatever's happened that hadn't quite completed, or you hadn't been able to find a closure, something arrives, and it may be that it isn't just the natural, something's run its course. And you literally, but you get the payoff, or you get the payout of some sort, something, and therefore you can put this down. You can put it behind you, and it feels quite victorious. Actually, it really does. It's like you can move on. You can move on with your life, and in a really, really good way, a generous of heart kind of way. New relationship. Why would you cling to the residue of an old one when you've got something really beautiful going on here? Why would you cling to the hurt about a redundancy when you've now got an amazing package? You can move on and look for other jobs, or even take a break for a while you do it, because there's something there to support you. Something comes in, and that's what I'm seeing here for this full moon energy for you. My beautiful pile twos, this is your reading. Keep me posted in the comment. Wow, these readings are really very specific. They really, really are. Beautiful souls, loads and loads and loads of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the moth and eucalyptus, an ending. How interesting. Now, the full moon can bring completions. Let's see something coming a full circle here. Now, white quartz literally repels negativity. It's just got the most amazing energy. If you ever have to go into a bit of a toxic situation, if you wear white quartz or carry white quartz, I've got a teensy little white quartz angel that I tuck in my clothing, because it's like water off a duck's back. It just repels the energy. Let's check in and see what we are shown. You have water. Here am I saying water off a duck's back. But look at the way the water is pouring over this figure like a waterfall expression. Conch shell calling. Wow. Okay, and ending. I wonder if a cycle comes to an end. You have releasing, moonset, and what else do we have for you, my beautiful souls? Moonset, releasing. And you have 6th house routine. Look at all the kind of sacred geometry here. Okay. I may need to draw your tarot cards, or at least the first set of tarot cards, before I really dive in here. Just sit with the energy. Like something can flow over you, or flow through you, or you can move beyond something. I feel like you're directed with calling. Like you know where you're going. Gosh, I feel like there's going to be some really big, quite synchronicities taking place here. Excuse me. And the synchronicities cause you, or create an environment in which you literally express yourself, you say something. Do you know some of you might actually be creating an ending? Like you might actually say no to something. Routine, 6th house. What else? Let's draw more cards. I'm actually monumentally intrigued. You have journey. You have the Queen of Fire. You have the 4 of Air. Death and rebirth. The 7 of Air. And also the 6 of Fire, 6 of Wands, which is a card of profound success. Okay. Okay, let me move these along. I want to make sure you can see them all. I think you choose. This isn't a forced ending or a forced expression. I think you choose to move in a particular direction. I almost feel as though something will maybe happen, like a moth is drawn to a flame. Something will maybe happen that causes you to take a new pathway, to move in a new direction, to step out of your routine, or do something that you haven't, like maybe something it's not exactly out of character for you, but something that would be different for you. It's kind of like, it feels a little bit like a point of no return, interestingly enough, hence the ending energy and the death and rebirth. So, but I do feel it's a choice. It's a decision that you make. But I almost feel like you feel as though you don't have a choice. Like circumstances, synchronicities, signs, synchronicities, signals, like things have happened in a particular way that have illuminated the direction you're meant to go in. And so it's like it's indisputable when there's like sign after sign after sign, signal after signal after signal. And for some of you, those signals are, and signs may be some more, I don't know, more challenging events. And for others, they could be utterly joyous events, or it could be a mix of both. But however we look at it, like a moth to a flame, you know that there is a direction that you're meant to go in. It's like in no uncertain terms, something, you complete something and you move forwards. You know that that there is a new direction to be moving in. I find this really fascinating. You make a choice to take a different pathway. Or as I said, it could even be you're certainly releasing anything that would stop you from walking down this new pathway or taking this new route. It's something that takes you out of your routine. Maybe you see something differently. Maybe you do just see something for what it is. I feel like it removes indecision. If there's something that happening in your world, and like if you come to these readings, well, whenever you come to them, I suppose, but if you have been going through a period where there's some indecision about something and you're not sure whether to go for it or not, I think some synchronicities will occur that create your decision. And it will be like, actually, I do know that's the route, that's the road, that's the egg I want to hatch, as it were. That's my calling, that's the path I'm meant to follow, that's what I want to do. There's like a confirmation. Let's get a bit more information for you. Yeah, definitely a confirmation that shows you. But yeah, I think you create the ending. You complete something. You sort of like something comes a full circle. You do whatever you need to do to release that, and it's like concluding something so that you can move on. You have the card of strength. You have the 6 of Cups. You have the card of gratitude, which is a different It's one of the unique cards in this particular deck. This is the New Chapter Tarot, by the way. You have the Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness me. This is going to make it so clear to you. You'll be very grateful for whatever is revealed to you, or for the signs. It just feels as though the universe orchestrates events. Synchronicities happen. You know, when things just click into place. And I think they do. And it takes you, with clarity, you know that's the direction, that's what I need to be doing at the moment, or that's where I meant to be going, or that's what I meant to do. I think it kind of gives you the courage to walk that new pathway, or indeed for some of you it's the perseverance, the courage to persevere, to move through and be, but it is through and beyond something. You're not persevering. I don't think you're persevering with something that isn't working. You'd be saying goodbye to it. You've got an ending here. But there's a clarity about why it needs to end. There's a clarity about why you need to move forwards from it. Let's see what else we are shown. You have the Knight of Swords. So I think this is going to be a really interesting time for you, my beautiful pile threes. I feel as though there will be quite a lot of events happening, circumstances, shifts, changes, signs, synchronicities. I feel this feels like a very busy time, but the purpose of what you're being, it's like being shown sign after sign after sign, and the purpose of it is to give you real clarity to go in a particular direction, and it's a direction that you will be very, very grateful to be moving in. We do, however, have an ending, so it does look as though you complete something, or you, I don't know, maybe it would be like selling something and buying a new one kind of thing, or ending a connection, exiting something, but moving to a new one. But the energy seems to be showing you with clarity the direction that you're meant to go in. Let's see if we can get a bit more information. You're going to be really grateful for this. Maybe ask about the direction that pile threes are meant to go in. We've got the Judgment and the Knight of Wands. I think you have to quite quickly make up your mind about something. Like you have to call that shout. There's a decision involved. Like a doorway is opened. Like that you could go down the familiar pathway, or the routine, the one you're used to, but a doorway opens, and I feel it is something you need to act upon. So you'll need to make a decision. You'll need to say yes to something. You've got the Magician. This is the card of alchemy, of manifestation. Wow. It's magical. King of Discs, King of Pentacles. It feels like, it literally does feel as though events, synchronicities, stuff just appears like magic. It does feel quite fast moving. And I think things will change and shift very quickly. And it would be sign after sign after sign after sign. But it's leading you in a particular direction. There is a pathway you're meant to follow, just like a calling. There's a pathway you're meant to follow. And the illumination of the full moon is going to create, I think, external circumstances that you then need to respond to, choices to make. And this King of Discs, look at his head above the earth line. It's a bit like you stick your head above the parapet and you have a good look around, and you're thinking, There's a whole world out there. Maybe for some of you, you're given some situations, some circumstances that almost enable you to test the waters, like to try things on for size, to see whether it's a good fit for you. And with great gratitude, you can do this. You know, is this a coat that's going to fit? I think this is loaded with opportunities. The opportunities are purposeful because they are actually helping you to make a decision to go in a very specific direction. You may want to just, you may find that there's lots of different opportunities to try on for size so that you choose the one that's right for you. And I think it's definitely taking you out of your, I don't know, everyday rhythm, your everyday, this is what we do and this is how we do it. There's opportunities. I think they are coming in almost thick and fast. But absolutely, the purpose is to help you to have the courage to make a personal conscious decision to change something, to be somewhere else or do something else. And I think circumstances are going to almost contrive or make something happen so that you know that that's what's happening, or you know that it's like making it clear as to what opportunities are there for you. Pile 3, this is kind of your reading, but I'm kind of a bit blown away by it, especially with our King of Discs here, because it does suggest that, gosh, the pathway to move to, and the Six of Fire, Six of Wands, this is, you're moving to something that's actually going to be very successful for you. I kind of want to get a sneaky peek into the future. Shall we ask for just a few more cards? Oh, we've got one. We have the Queen of Discs showing up initially. I think I'm going to take these two. The Queen of Discs is a card of pregnancy. You have the, oh my goodness me, you've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. This is leading you to a really happy, I could say prosperous. It's like live well and prosper. I could say prosperous future. I think something, the new pathway is, it's something that you will be able to foster, nurture, bring forth, and it really is. This is a pathway to happiness. It's a pathway to joy, and that's why these things are happening. The synchronicities, the signs, so that you because you are literally being called to walk in a particular direction, to go on a particular pathway, and that's why things are happening. I think quite fast opportunities here as well, but in no uncertain terms, I think you'll see that things are orchestrating to move you in a particular direction, to make a decision, because I think you have to grasp it and run with it as well. But, you know, grasping and running with it is also about, you know, nurture, you know, it's not an overnight goal to be reached. It's a direction to be on. The goal is there. You've got the King and Queen of Pentacles here. So the goal is definitely real. It can be manifested made manifest in real terms, real earthly terms. But it's not like you're given the end goal. But what you get is every direction to take you on the pathway to that goal. And that's the big shift. It's like synchronicity kicks in and everything aligns for you. Pile 3, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Loads and loads of love.